All right, YouTube, doing a little update here. Today it's Sunday. It's about 72 out right now. It's pretty nice. Of course, it's gonna be a little cooler tomorrow, down in the 50s, but this weekend was pretty nice, in the 70s. Sunny. It was raining most of the day today. So, was working on some little stuff here and there. It's pretty windy outside, so I started this in here. I will go out there and talk about a little stuff on the 8700. But first, move the sickle bar and the tedder out of here. And the sickle bar is back over in the barn. The tedder is back behind in the other barn. To open up some space for the round baler and for the sprayer. And you'll see why here in a little bit. But as far as everything else goes, it's going pretty good. It's a good time of year. We're rolling out round bales for the cows. A little less waste than just feeding them at the bale ring. 56 is serviced. 3000 is going to need serviced here soon. The 3010 is serviced. The 656 I'm getting ready to disc with. Hopefully. We'll come back to it, but it seems like the wind died down here for a minute. We're done planting oats. I will show that. Hopefully the wind doesn't kick up. You can see rows of green. But we've been getting some work done to the 8700 now that the weather's been getting nicer. I personally don't like working on stuff in the winter because the cold frankly sucks. But we also split the bull out because it is calving season. We got 5 calves on the ground right now. That oats fields over there is turning green, if you can see. But I got the steering knuckles off. I actually did this winter. Just waiting for the 5610. I'll put the red bale spear on, lift it up, pull the axle shafts out, put the new bearings and stuff in, and hopefully drive these home if they're too far out. And same will go with the rear tires. I'm going to narrow it up. I don't need it this wide, but I got to get new tie rod ends, rebuild the cylinder, repack it I should say, which I'll do myself. Put new spindle bushings in it, wheel bearings, and I don't know if I'm going to put, the rims are shot, so I'm going to get new rims. I don't know if I'm going to keep the 10/16s or go with 11/15s. I like the look of 11/15s. These are pretty nice. I mean, they're shot. It's the way I got it, but it's the way it goes. The cab I got to move over here. I got to get a spreader bar to lift it up when I put the loader back on, and bring it over here. Then I'll pressure wash the inside out, dismantle the inside, and put a new interior kit in it and window seals, and straighten the doors up, and then drag it down to the compressor and sand it, paint it, put it all back together. But the better part of today is got the torsion bar out of the rear of it. I see my little bucket flew away. I was leaking a little bit of oil. I pulled the seal, I tapped it back in. It's not leaking now. This is all from the torch. Me and my dad, we got it out today. We had to heat it, and puller plate, because the shaft is threaded. Went through a bit of all thread and then some bolts. But we heated it, beat on it, and it did finally come out. I did get this lower pin to move. I torched a hole in the center. I was letting it cool, and I'll probably get a little bit bigger drill, clean that up, drill it, tap it, put a sleeve over it, just pull it out. But that torsion bar is for the draft to stop this lower lift link, or lower lift arm, from twisting. When it twists, it flexes. So it stops this hook, because this is all one piece. It stops it from spinning around, obviously, but it also also flexes. And there's the stop for it. It'll only go so far. So we got that all out, which is good, and that means I can take this off when it comes time, because this shaft has to come out to replace this seal. There's a seal behind here just like the other side, but this also has to come off because the draft control rod comes up through. So that has to come off before I can pull this off, because this is also keyed. In the diagram it shows a key on that side. And then when it's all said, like I said, the tires will be the last thing. Probably take it to the garage to do that, because the rubber itself weighs 400 pounds. But if you think you could lift that off there by hand, be my guest, because that cast center weighs quite a bit too, because that's coming off also, because I got to replace the axle seals. Like I said, I'm redoing this tractor front to back, all new. Do it right the first time. It's a project that'll last me in my life, basically. Have it till I either die or can't buy parts for it anymore and it's broke. So that's the plan. But that lower lift system is an IH design, and I will show you. Kind of running a little long here. Like I said, we got some rain today, so it is a little muddy. But, before that, Saturday yesterday, up top the hill up there, we plowed 3 acres for corn. We will be planting corn this year, so that's why I got to get to the sprayer. That's what I'm going to be disking with, the 656. So he started out on the 3010. That ground up there is hard. So I grabbed the 5610 and plowed with it, and it's still plowed hard, but at 20 extra horsepower, 25 extra horsepower is a lifesaver, basically. Like I said, that 9700 will be a lifesaver intelligent general, because I can just chisel plow with it. That's basically my intention. But hopefully it's not too dark, because I don't have a light on me. And you can't turn it on your phone with the video going. But the IH design's a little different, but it is an IH design. The IH is on the right side where Ford's is on the left. But from my understanding, Ford went to IH and asked to basically use that design on their tractors to get away from the center draft control. Now a little bit on this 656 too, because I seen a comment, something about it. You know, it's in bad shape. Well, here's the little tidbit about that. This tractor was given to me. It was in the shape you see it, where it sits. It was given to me. There's more of a backstory to it that I'm not going to go into. But this is the way it was given to me. Low tread back tires, oil leaks, blah, blah, blah. But it does have good paint on it. Like I said, with older barns, you get birds in here. And throughout the course of the winter, you'd think with barn cats, you wouldn't have that problem. I want to pull it out, pressure wash it, clean it, and disc with it. But you can still get on it, and it's the right battery, but the poles are backwards. They're two different styles of this battery. I need to get the reverse pole style. But you can still get on it. Sometimes the starter's a little lazy. Fire it right up. It runs fine. Mechanically, it's sound. The only thing I gotta figure out is the lights. I don't know if there's a wire that popped off the back of the switch or what. But that's about the only thing I gotta figure out, and clean it off. I don't want to disc with it. It has the right Pioneer couplers. It has 40-50 couplers, which is what we use. The 5610 uses 8010s, but it has its own set of implements that nothing else is going to run. But this has 40-50s, so I can run the 10-foot discs. So that's where we're at. That's this little update. We're moving along on the 8700. Hopefully get the engine done within a month or so and start putting it back together and paint. So that's where we're at. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Thanks for watching.